Tracy, you're muted.
Okay, we're recording. We're good.
Okay. Oh, this is being taped for posterity?
Now it is.
Oh, that's bad. Okay. Items of business, elections of officers.
Okay.
Okay, well, here's the thing on elections of officers, people. I have not seen from Frank proof that he lives in Huntington Wood. If he doesn't have proof of residency,
I can
I
be
think this is a rigged, I think this is a rigged election. I am not leaving.
He looks,
This
He's
is
like-
not no, I've not seen this from Frank. I think he's born in, where was, somewhere else. Okay, we'll do it though. Election of officers. So we have a slate of Frank as chairperson, Kim as vice chair, and Alexa as secretary. So would we like to, unless someone has an objection or wants to make a switch there?
so I volunteered myself, but I just want to make sure again that no one else wants it. I did check with Sheila because she wasn't at the last meeting. I wanted to give her the opportunity and she said, no way.
Well, she's not at this one either, so.
I know. So I just didn't want to hog the spot.
You deserve it.
I've done it before.
Oh,
So I was just trying to, no one else was volunteering. So I'm just up for anything. So you guys let me
Okay, so
know.
we will have a vote.
Okay.
We approve the slate. Anyone doesn't want to approve the slate? Frank isn't even here, so we could have outvoted him. Okay. We'll accept the slate as the new officers that will start in January,
Correct.
because there's no December meeting.
You know,
And
if Frank doesn't show up and I don't show up to the meeting, then Alexa gets to run it.
yes, Alexa would, because she is the secretary.
Yes.
We got ready, Alexa. And do we have anyone going off? Or are we just
No.
adding one?
Nope, we're all good.
'Cause we've been
Everybody's
short for the year.
Or they may be interviewing at some point in time for another person to come on board because
Because we're one short now.
we're one short.
Yeah,
Right.
okay. Do you know if people have,
I do not know. I don't know. I'll check on that.
who's leaving?
nobody?
Nobody.
We're one short because we
Oh,
had a
gotcha.
slight issue. So yeah, how come no one is leaving? That's just the way the staggering.
It just
turned out?
happened that way. Yeah.
Okay, the 2021 meeting dates.
Yeah, they're similar to what the 20 dates are and moving up the November date because of the Thanksgiving holiday.
So real quick, what are you did send those out, didn't you?
I did, yeah. And it's comparable to what we have now, the last Tuesday of the month, indicating June if needed, no meeting in December, and moving the November meeting up 1 week prior to Thanksgiving week, if that's what you want.
Yeah, that's what we've been doing. I think that sounds fine.
So we would need a motion.
Who's our motion? Alexa's our motion person with her thumb. She's muted. Mia's
Emotion.
Mia's second. Mia, are you seconding? Mia is.
Yes.
Okay, in favor? We're good. Okay. Advisory board mission statement. Okay, so maybe you said we do have a mission statement. But
We don't currently, the recreation department does, the rec board does not.
oh, do we need one if the rec department has one?
Well, no, actually, Kim, maybe you want to chime in on this.
Yeah, it goes back, way back to when Mary and I attended that award ceremony where we won the fitness award for Huntington Woods and Mary gave a speech. And she touched on something that's kind of stuck with me since then about the purpose of our Parks and Rec, I guess, board or department is to appeal to all members of our community, all ages, all interests. So I didn't know if we wanted to just kind of not formalize it, but just put a mission statement around our board, kind of, I guess, kind of formalizing that direction, because I like the fact that each of these parks that we have and that we're focusing on right now, we're trying to focus on a different purpose of each. So if you think about, like, we recently put in the pickleball, we were looking at the senior park, we're looking at, the skate park, of course. But really just reinforcing that our job here is not to appeal to just one group, but to everyone, all ages. So it was just something I was thinking about. It wouldn't be that hard just to draft something up and just say that this is our goal as a board, is to take care of our whole community. So it would also help to point to it when people come in to speak to us, and they feel really strongly about what they want for themselves, and we can kind of use that as our kind of backbone of what we're here for, is to make sure that we're doing the best things in the interest of everyone. So it was just something I was thinking about.
I like that a lot.
Is there like an official charter of the advisory board?
We do have the bylaws. I think everybody was sent them. I'll resend them. When you first came on the board, you had a little packet and all the bylaws were included in that. I'd be happy to resend those again for people to kind of review, perhaps, and help as a guide
Okay.
to putting together a mission statement or some sort of statement.
Sounds good.
Would that be helpful?
Kim, since I always like you to draft things because you're a writer, do you want to draft? And my only thing is, from years ago, is not real flowery.
Oh, yeah, no, that I'm with you. I try to keep it direct, and it kind of falls under
Yes.
the things that we're doing as a city too, because the recent things that they're focusing on around diversity and anti-racism, this is really kind of falls under that, but more simple, that we really are
Yes.
seeking to make sure that we provide an environment with the needs of all in mind.
Yeah, I
So-
think that's fine. What, you want to draw something up and, we don't meet for another 2 months, but sort of draw stuff
yeah.
up and send it around.
That will give me enough time, yeah.
Yeah, and, okay, but yeah, my thing is, some of these used to get very overly flowery and
Yeah,
syrupy.
No,
But I know
yeah.
you're usually quite direct, so,
I will be clear and to the point. Yes.
okay, sounds good.
Okay, thank you.
When you say street art suggestion, you're talking about the art as opposed to graffiti at the skate bowl.
Well,
Correct?
it is graffiti, but it's commissioned graffiti.
Right.
Right.
So you want
that's-
some, yes, they're gonna say nice things or do nice pictures.
Yeah, no. Well, do you want me to go ahead and talk on this, Jeff?
Sure.
Okay. Michelle Elder spoke with Amy and wanted this information to come to the board to talk about the possibility of going forward, having some intentional graffiti put in the bowl. Might this create a more attractive park, deter desire for others to put any graffiti in the bowl? Kind of adding a flavor or culture to the bowl. It's just a thought, just wondering what the board's impressions were of doing something like that. Now, we haven't of late had graffiti in the actual bowl. We have been experiencing it in the Porta John, the last time. And then we've had one other little incident, nothing major, that we cleaned up right away. But she's just wondering if maybe would this kind of make the park a true cultural skate park, that maybe that would be appealing to, and less likely to have people come into face. I'm just throwing it out to the board for discussion. If you think that's something viable, it could cost, I don't know how much. We have local artists that might be able to help guide in this. Maybe if they could help, and teens could also work on the project. The only question I had is, as far as there would be some sort of specific paints that would need to be used so it doesn't
Yeah.
create a slippery type of a surface. I reached out to Modern Skate and Surf in Royal Oak. It's a skate park, an indoor skate park. And they do know of somebody actually that works there that went to CCS that did just that in Ypsilanti. So she was commissioned, she did a skate bowl in Ypsilanti. So he was going to get me some pictures of that to kind of give us an idea. So the idea is just being thrown out there. Is it something worth just looking into further.
A
I guess
question.
what- Yeah,
Is it gonna be like an artist is gonna do it, or like each person can just cut, like you can come and do it yourself?
no, I think it would have a plan. There would be a
An
plan.
artist.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Is it the bowl itself or
Yeah.
like,
The bowl itself.
oh,
So yeah, so right now the bowl is basically gray cement and a little bit of it is white where they painted over graffiti.
Right.
So I think you're right. It might make it less attractive to graffiti artists if we had some sort of picture there, mural.
Right, right. Or yeah, or
It sounds like a reasonable idea. What does everyone else think?
Could we discuss it with some of the folks that use the park
sure.
and get their input? Because I think that would help too if we're gonna move forward with it, talk to them first.
Well, that's you and me usually, isn't it?
What?
But anyone can certainly go and talk to them.
Oh, yeah, I talk to them all the time. I have friends there now.
Yeah.
My friend,
I was
went
just worried that it would be like too busy. Like, is it distracting if it's?
I was
painted
gonna
in the
ask
bowl?
them. Yeah, I was gonna
Well,
ask
we
them
can
that,
ask
how they
them.
feel about it, but yeah, I'd be happy to go, chit chat with them.
Yeah.
I still stop by there every day and they like Jeff too.
Okay, then let's talk to them. Sure.
Is it, I know there's like an arts board. Doesn't the city have an arts board?
There is an Arts and Gardens Board. So that's also something that perhaps could be included in any discussion. Sure.
Like if there's a cost to it, that we could do something jointly, maybe between the two boards.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay, so let's, Kim and I and anyone else who wants to can talk to them, and Mary, you'll see what else we can do and work on costs and whatever.
Sure.
Anyone else have a comment? Okay, because it did sound like a reasonable idea, especially if it cuts down on the graffiti. Okay, department update.
Okay. First of all, just a heads up, we're finalizing plans for the winter newsletter. It's going to look a little different. Well, it's going to be online again. We had a meeting and discussed how best to approach summer and things that come up. This is typically our time of year where we start gathering names for the fruit camp lottery and start selling swim passes and all that stuff. But what we're going to do this year, we're not going to start the lottery right now. We still want to wait and see, get a little better idea of what what's going on with COVID. We don't want to commit to large numbers of camp that we can't uphold. So we're putting in information in the winter newsletter. Indicating fruit camp information will go out February 28th. And we will get this information out. We'll go through our Rec Pro software, get all the information out with more specifics, as specific as we can be, because our plan is to offer camp. Our plan is to open the pool, and our plan is to have hurricanes. We just don't know how it's going to look this early in the season. So instead of giving out information that may completely be changed, we're going to kind of delay the initial information going out. So it won't be in the winter newsletter. But we will have a little blurb in there indicating when it will come out and kind of how we're approaching it. So our plan is to open. We just don't know what open is going to look like right now. So, and we're in a better position now than we were last year when we were caught off guard. So there has been, planning, discussion with other communities, within ourselves, how we can make it work. There may be cutbacks in number of campers allowed, or however pool admissions will be, but we are in a better place than we were last year at this point in time.
Is this all our choice, or is Oakland County directing us a little bit?
Oh, no, this is where things stand right now. This is, you mean as far as the health department, Oakland County executive?
Yeah, I mean, as to whether we have all these activities.
Well, ultimately, we will be guided by that. If it's determined executive order or whatever is, from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services, Oakland County, they'll determine what's going to happen, but we're going to be ready to make something happen,
Okay,
as long as that something can happen. So we are in a better spot than we were last year. So that's basically it. And there's going to be a lot of really good virtual classes, socially distanced activities. There's going to be a great parade coming up, a big trucks parade with ambulances and fire trucks from Berkeley and Huntington Woods. Colette's been working on a parade throughout the community in February. So that'll be a fun event.
Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, so that's good. Okay, so I guess that's all for winter newsletter information. That will be coming out shortly. So it will be online and it will be available, and we'll blast it out there all over on social media when it's available.
Okay.
Okay, that's it. Oh, also, I meant to bring this up last time. You wanted to know the number of people that have used the MOGO stations. And we did get a report, and through the end of September, there were 54 trips. It's low, but what they're going to hopefully do in the spring, get out some promotional efforts with the surrounding communities and really advertise it. And I don't know what their plan is, but MOGO will be working on some sort of a plan to advertise it and get the word out better.
That's no cost or effort from us.
No, correct.
Good.
Correct.
Thanks for the update.
Oh, sure. And then also, I know our last meeting, we approved the 2021 rates, which are kind of on hold for right now,
Yes.
pending what camp looks like, what the pool looks like. The 5% might kind of be a moot point for this summer. We're looking at holding those rates for latchkey and preschool if we're able to open it up as usual. So the rates will be eventually presented to the commission, but right now we don't know what the rates will be. They'll probably be much different than the 5% that we proposed based on having to cut back on numbers, but
Okay.
anyway, just want to let you know that. Tracy has some, well, you teens, you guys should share what's going on with your food drive and the other things that are coming up and what you're doing for MLK month or whatever.
Mia,
Do you want to take this or do you want me to?
Alexa.
We can
Alexa,
both do it. I can talk about, so for the anti-racism, the executive board, we're making our own like calendar that was shown by, I don't know, Tracy, who is that by?
I got the idea actually from Amy Sullivan, our city manager, who saw it on CNN of a 16-year-old girl who put together a calendar to help explain the racism, systemic racism and all of that to communities, different communities.
So Teen Council Executive Board, there's like 8 of us. We each like are taking a week and we're planning activities to like put on this calendar, like videos to watch or movies to watch or websites to check out, books to read, like for all different ages. And we're making like a calendar for it that can be sent out to the community to just like take a look and just to broaden the horizons of the people in the neighborhood. Also, we're doing a mask sale coming up. We also we had t-shirts ordered and we tie-dyed them, which was exciting. I don't know where mine is, but that was fun. We are doing, what else are we doing?
The can
The
drive.
mask sale a fundraiser?
Yeah.
Yeah, the mask sale, what we're doing with the masks is we made a Huntington Woods logo that we had used on some stickers and window clings that we had sold as a fundraiser too. And we put that on a mask and we're going to sell those as a fundraiser just in time for the holidays. So they'll be good for Hanukkah gifts. They'll be good for stocking stuffers, whatever you may need. They're really cute. They're black and they have, they go behind the ear. They're adult sizes. I know that Burton Elementary is doing for the 5th grade fundraiser. They're selling masks that have the Blue Jay on it, but they're in child sizes. So we're not going to be competing with each other, which is nice. We work together on that one, but yeah, we're going to be selling those as a fundraiser for Teen Council. And then
And when does that start, the fundraiser?
we're going to start that actually pretty soon because what we're going to do, since we're closed, down and tight again, we're going to do pre-orders online where people can pay. And then we'll contact the people when we'll have a day or two that teen council will be on hand to pass out these masks, or we'll figure out a way for delivery. We'll all take a little route or something where, we're not quite sure, but that's going to be in the next week or so.
Okay,
The masks are due at the end of this week to come in, so anytime now. And then Alexa, did you want to talk about the can drive?
Well, I like half know that information. Fell
Alexa,
off the bandwagon
Yeah,
on
me
that
either.
part of the deal, but
well, this Thursday for Teen Council is our Teens Giving meeting. And in the past couple of years, we've just done little community service projects. Last year, we made posters to hang at, what's the senior center over in Berkeley? Oxford Towers, just for the holidays. And we sent letters to people in the military and thanking them for their service. So this year, just trying to think of socially distanced things, we decided to do a can drive. So there's a big box outside of the Gillum Recreation Center where people can drop off canned goods. And then we're going to, Teen Council will take those to some homeless shelters or some organizations that can pass these foods out, the food to the needy. I left tonight from work and the box was full. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, this was day 2 and the box was full. So I'm bringing everything in when I leave for the day, but it'll be out there all the time. So hopefully people will just, whenever they pass by, can drop off some canned goods, and then we'll take care of that. So that's what we're doing.
good.
Good stuff. Let me see. Oh, also, I don't know if I mentioned this last time, we are having the senior holiday lunch that we typically had at what was Farina's and was going to be at Tapestry this year. But we're going to be delivering lunches to, right now we have 50 seniors that have signed up for it on December 7th. We're getting, Tracy, what's the name of the restaurant in Detroit? El Asador?
Oh, El Asador. It's actually a steakhouse. Yeah. So
Oh, okay.
we're putting
Yeah.
something together.
They're
really
putting
good.
together a meal for the
Yeah.
seniors, and we'll go down, pick it up, and then we'll get a number of volunteers. Tracy, I know, myself, we've done it in the past, and Jen and Colette and others will help deliver them right to the homes. They're going to have also Zoom entertainment is included in this. Mel Ball. Anyway, he's a piano player. And so he's going to provide some
Matt Ball.
entertainment. What is it?
Matthew Ball.
Okay, I was close.
It's awesome.
Do you want Kim and I to do our singing routine or not?
Oh, well, I don't think we have enough money for that.
Oh, okay, you're right. Fine, forget it.
We'll see if
forget
the men's club will kick in some more.
it. No, they couldn't
And
afford
some,
us.
and some
Okay.
earplugs.
Yeah, the men's club's paying for the entertainment, and the senior advisory committee members are covering the cost of the meals for the seniors. So there's
Okay,
no
good.
cost. for the
Excellent.
seniors. So that's very good. Yeah, that's all I think I have as far as department updates. Bridget's back.
Oh,
She's
good.
back, but she's gonna work remotely now with the newest orders. So it works fine. She's able to access the server and everything from home too. So anyway, so we're all very cautious. We mask up. We're all spread apart at work. So we're very safe. And did I mention last time about the pickleball nets? We've had a number of pickleball players that want to know what's going to happen throughout the winter for the pickleball nets. We do have quite a group of pickleball players. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave one net up on the tennis courts at 11 Mile, where there's currently a pickleball court painted for pickleball. The portable net will come down. That's not meant to be outside in the elements. So we will have one court available. And then the tennis courts for tennis, there'll be 2 nets up throughout the winter in case we have mild days when people want to go play. So
The tennis courts will be the pickleball net or the tennis court nets?
well, there's a tennis court net at 11 Mile where there's also lines painted on that tennis court. So that tennis net will stay up, and they use that as a pickleball court also.
Right.
So
But
that one will stay up.
Okay, and then, but the ones at the tennis courts at Parks and
At the
Rec will
Rec
be
Center.
left up to facilitate pickleball or to
No,
facilitate?
no, just for
tennis?
tennis, just
Okay.
for tennis. So, yeah. So that's all.
Okay,
Someone
good.
already asked about that, so that's really good news. They were really happy. I told them that those would, yeah, so, yeah,
I know, it's amazing. It's,
we actually got a compliment.
we hold on to those.
Yeah,
Okay, do we have a plan of action for the next meeting? We'll look at Kim's write-up. We'll all look at it on a mission statement. And certainly it's in 2 months, we'll have a better idea of where we're going with COVID and spring and summer events.
Right. Right.
I have a question, Mary. So I saw that the announcement went out for your job that
Yes.
got posted.
Yes.
So I was just curious as to what the hiring process is, and does the advisory board get involved at all in interviewing candidates?
Well, there is a panel that has been put together, some from the city, a recreation professional. Jeff Asen is going to be on the panel. So we do have rec board representation. We have city finance. We have, I think, HR from the city. We have a recreation professional. I think there's 4 or 5 people who are, going to be on the panel. But I think it's a real broad group that will be touching on, our community needs and programming for the future, and what's needed for the position and what the people can bring to the position. So yeah, so there is a panel.
Yeah, I think I got it here somewhere.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
Jan
it's
also.
closing date for applications is December 15th.
Correct. And it was also advertised on the MParks, Michigan Recreation and Park Association site, so that fans out to all recreation professionals, throughout the state. And MML, Michigan Municipal League, it's also been advertised on their site.
Yeah, so I think sometime after the 15th is when the committee gets together to look at applicants. And I'm one of the committee, but all I've heard so far, I saw the same posting everyone else did when everyone else did. And other than that, there isn't a date of when people are meeting or what the procedures are.
The interviews, I believe, will be early January. And the position, my last day is the 5th of February. So
You,
I know. So it will be at some point shortly before that, I would assume, to have a little transition. And I will allow a transition. So there we go.
unless you change your mind.
was that a knock on the federal stuff that's going on?
No, I just want to make it very clear.
You gonna refuse to leave?
Okay, any board member comments? Okay, well, I guess we'll adjourn a quick meeting. Everyone have a nice, safe Thanksgiving, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Christmas, New Year's. And we'll see you in January.
Very good. Thank
Happy
you.
holidays, everyone.
Bye,
Be
everyone.
safe.
Thanks,
Safe.
everybody.
Bye.
Safe,
Bye.
everyone.
Thanks, Trace. Don't forget to,
The
I'll
vote.
shut it down, Mary, and stop the recording, so we'll be
Okay.
all set.
okay, thank you.
All right, see you
Oh,
tomorrow.
there's Claire. Claire, oh, we've got
Oh,
Claire
hi,
here.
Claire.
Too late, Claire. We just adjourned the meeting.
I had a question for Mary.
We adjourned the meeting. You can't do that.
Not part of me. I've been telling people about the lunch.
Yes.
Do you want me to tell people it's filled, or are you taking more than the 50?
You know what? I'm not sure what's going to happen. I have to talk to Colette because I know we've signed up with this restaurant to cover 50 lunches. There's a possibility we can get other lunches from somewhere else. I think that this place,
If you keep me in the loop,
Okay.
because I've been putting out the information to people and telling people about it.
okay, I will do that. I will check with her on how she's going to look at anything over 50.
Thanks for
Got it.
doing that, Claire. That's great, because we have huge numbers for this program.
Well,
so
I've
that's
been
awesome.
pushing it.
That's awesome. Thank you.
My pleasure. So just let me know, and I'll also let people know that it's filled if it's filled.
I
But
think
will
last I
continue
looked, it was
to-
very close.
Okay. So just
So-
let me know. Thank you.
Yeah. Will do.
Appreciate it. Okay.
Sure.
Bye.
Thank you,
Bye,
Claire.
Claire. Happy holidays.
You all too.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Mary, see you tomorrow.
Okay, thank you, Weeze.
All right, bye.
Bye.